You walk every day? Maybe 30 minutes, maybe an hour. You have been told it is one of the best things you can do for your health after 50. And that part is true. But here is what nobody tells you. The way most people walk after 50, the timing, the intensity, the terrain, the breathing pattern is not wrong in an obvious way. It is wrong in a biological way. And the difference between walking that actively supports your cellular health, your cardiovascular system, your blood sugar, and your joint integrity, and walking that simply burns time, comes down to 7 specific patterns. Most people are making at least 3 of them. Without knowing it, today we decode each one, what it is doing inside your body, and the precise adjustment that turns it around. Welcome to Mind Body Files. Today we are decoding the biology of walking after 50, what your body is doing at the cellular level during every walk, and why 7 common patterns are preventing those benefits from fully activating calmly, clearly, and without alarm. Walking is not simply burning calories. At the cellular level, walking triggers a cascade of biological signals that your body depends on, particularly after 50. It activates AMPK, the cellular energy sensor we decoded in our insulin episode, which tips the metabolic seesaw toward repair and fat burning. It stimulates nitric oxide production, keeping blood vessels open and flexible. It drives glucose into muscle cells without requiring insulin, reducing the post-meal blood sugar spikes that drive inflammation, and it triggers the release of BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a protein that supports the growth and maintenance of neurons in the brain. But all of these benefits are conditional. They activate fully only when walking is done in the right way, at the right time, with the right pattern. When they are not, the walk still burns energy, but the deeper biological signals never fully fire. Mistake 1. Walking immediately after waking. Most people walk first thing in the morning on an empty stomach and assume this is optimal. And fasted morning walking does have benefits. But walking within the first 30 minutes of waking, before your cortisol awakening response is completed, blunts the natural cortisol peak your body was building. The energy you draw on comes from stress hormone activation rather than metabolic efficiency. Wait 60 to 90 minutes after waking before your walk. Let the cortisol cycle complete. Then move. Mistake 2. Walking at the same pace every day, steady, comfortable walking every day feels productive. Biologically, it is not. Your body adapts to a consistent stimulus within 2 to 3 weeks. Once it adapts, the metabolic and cardiovascular signals generated by that walk diminish. You are burning energy. But the cellular adaptation signals have largely stopped firing. Introduce 1 to 2 minutes of brisk effort, slightly faster pace, arms pumping, every 5 to 8 minutes of walking. This variation forces ongoing metabolic adaptation and keeps AMPK activation elevated. Mistake 3. Walking after the wrong meal. Timing a post-meal walk correctly is one of the most powerful blood sugar tools available, but most people walk after breakfast, when blood glucose rises typically modest, the meal that produces the largest blood glucose spike. For most adults over 50 is the evening meal, a 10 to 15-minute walk within 30 to 60 minutes of your largest meal. Directly reduces the post-meal glucose peak by pulling glucose into muscle cells without insulin. This is the walk that changes your metabolic biology. Mistake 4. Walking indoors when you can walk outside. Treadmill walking and indoor walking have their place, but they miss something the treadmill cannot replicate. Natural light exposure during morning walking sets your circadian cortisol rhythm and programs your melatonin release 14 hours later. Nature environments reduce cortisol measurably compared to indoor environments, a difference that compounds over months of daily walks. When conditions allow, take the walk outside, especially in the morning. The light entering your eyes does biological work the treadmill cannot replicate. Mistake 5. Holding your breath or breathing shallowly. Most people pay no attention to breathing during a walk. This is a significant missed opportunity. Deliberate nasal breathing during low to moderate intensity walking increases nitric oxide production by up to 15%. Nitric oxide dilates blood vessels, improves oxygen delivery to tissues, and directly supports the cardiovascular benefits walking is supposed to provide. Breathe in through the nose, Breathe out through the nose or mouth. If nasal breathing requires slowing your pace, slow your pace. Mistake 6. Walking the same route at the same terrain. Identical terrain every day creates an identical muscular demand every day. The muscles, tendons, and joints involved in walking adapt to a specific pattern. Muscles that are never challenged in slightly different ways remain in that adapted state, which means balance, proprioception, and coordination all plateau. After 50, balance and coordination are not luxury fitness goals. Add inclines when available. Walk on grass or gravel occasionally. Change direction. Change route. Your neuromuscular system adapts to what it is asked to do. Mistake 7. Stopping immediately when you finish. Most people end a walk and immediately sit down. During walking, your heart rate is elevated. Blood is circulating efficiently. Metabolic processes are active. Stopping abruptly forces your cardiovascular system to shift gears rapidly. Blood can pool in the lower limbs. The transition from active to sedentary is unnecessarily abrupt for a system that becomes less elastic after 50. Spend the last 3 to 5 minutes of every walk gradually slowing. Finish with 2 minutes of gentle stretching, calves, hip flexors, lower back. Let your system transition, not stop. 7 mistakes. 7 adjustments. None of them require more time. None require different equipment. None require a fitness level you do not currently have. They require precision. After 50, the body does not need less movement. It needs smarter movement. Biology is forgiving. The moment you change the signal, the body begins responding to it. Your optimized daily walk after 50. Wait 60 to 90 minutes after waking before your morning walk. Walk outside in natural light whenever possible. Breathe through your nose to maximize nitric oxide production. Vary your pace. Add 1 to 2 minutes of brisk effort every 5 to 8 minutes. Walk after your largest meal of the day for maximum blood sugar benefit. Change your route and terrain at least twice per week. End every walk with 3 to 5 minutes of gradual slowdown and light stretching. Same amount of time. Completely different biological outcome. Walking is not underperforming. The way most people walk after 50 is underperforming. Your body is not failing to respond to the walk. It is responding precisely to the signals the walk is sending. Change the signals, and the response changes with them. Your cardiovascular system, your blood sugar, your cellular repair, your brain, all of them are waiting for a slightly different input, and you already have everything you need to give it to them. Walking connects to nearly every system we have decoded on this channel. It activates AMPK. From our insulin episode, it supports cortisol rhythm. From our morning routine episode, it reduces the inflammatory load. From our inflammaging episode, and it drives the blood flow that stem cells depend on. From our cellular repair episode, if you have not seen those files yet, they are linked on your screen now. If this file gave you clarity, subscribe and turn on notifications. Every week, we decode one more signal your body is sending, calmly, precisely, and without alarm. Comment below. Which of the 7 mistakes were you making? I will see you in the next file.